putting them and then
you wore them wrong. Like, you know, you just went like that. Like, you didn't go. You know, you didn't put your foot in it like that. You know how.
Lucrative, helping startups stay up. M.I.L, making sure you're paid up. Describe the podcast. It's and corporate.
don't be angry. No, but for showing. There's nothing to get upset about. There's nothing that you should be raising your voice to me about.
Every time I pull out, let me see. I don't get it. What's changed? Yes, people. Welcome back to the Make It Lucrative podcast, your favorite cool and corporate podcast with your favorite host. My name is Nanaya. You know what it is, and this is Genevieve. No face, no case. Huh?
Will I ever get to introduce myself? You're just always going to introduce.
No face, no case. But she's showing her face, and she still ain't catching a case, and she'll put you in your place.
Oh.
You won't.
No.
You won't put them in their place
No.
at all. At all.
Song is.
At all.
What song is that? Don't make remove this. Don't make it look like I don't know songs.
Don't
What song
come
is
on
that?
here trying to act so brothel and you don't know that song. At all.
Yeah, I think I sort of remember it. Yeah, let's just move on because this is.
Back and forth.
Oh, I don't know the whole bit. I just remember that bit from that song.
Anyway, first off, we want to apologize for last week. We had some technical difficulties. You know how it goes. I blame the government. We don't have any government support from what we're doing. We're not supporting the young people in the country, and we just have to do it on our own from our own pockets. No, I'm joking. But thank you for everybody that watched. Make sure when you're watching this, you like, share, subscribe. You know how it is. Pray, comment, pray, anointing oil on it. Plead the blood of Jesus on it.
That's right.
You get me? We need all of that. You get what I'm trying to say? Everything else on it. You get what I'm trying to say? We believe that the foundations that we build here are going to do something. You get me? But first of all,
That's the most serious you're about to be, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the...
Finished.
Finished. You get me? That's when I enter preacher mode. You get me? The first thing that I think, it's not funny, it's a serious matter that we have to start with. It's, I don't know if it was it Sunday? I saw from, you know, the most verified source that we get our information from.
No, don't say we. I know. Don't say we.
You know, if they don't post it, it didn't happen.
For goodness
If they don't verify it, it's not
You're
true.
like the most loyal subscriber or like
Literally,
follower.
you get me?
Like, they didn't say it. So
I mean,
it
like,
didn't
I
happen.
checked the shade room and they didn't say it was gonna.
Not even Borough.
No, sorry, I checked the shade room. They didn't say it's gonna snow today. So why is it snowing?
This is wrong. It's totally wrong.
So, I didn't dress prepared for it. Yeah. Anyway, they said. Anyway, what was I even talking about? Yeah, and they said that people are raving. I think the police had to break up or shut down an illegal rave. I think it was.
I
in
heard
Hackney.
today that even somebody was having baby shower. With big, and the woman that told me, she was just like, "What on earth is a pregnant woman doing in this time?" Just forcibly having like, I mean,
She could have had it on Zoom.
This thing that I've just actually brings about a subject that someone's talking about, how a lot of people are missing out on certain things because of this, and I get it. Like, some people are not able to handle that so well. It's so unfair that they. But I mean, raving.
But
It's something you can do out a little bit.
Because it's like, it's one of those ones. It's like you know, it's going to be like one person spoiling it for everyone.
Yeah.
That's the kind of situation we're in now. Like, nobody wants to be here. Do you get me? The ones that are obeying the rules, the ones that are not. Do you get me? It's bad for everyone. Everybody wishes that it could be 2016 again, and we're living our best life. So I feel like everybody kind of has to have that mindset.
The people who are spilling for all those people are the same ones in class when the teacher would be like, everybody behave, otherwise the whole class gets attention. They would be the ones to misbehave because, you know, some people honestly just don't.
They just don't want to obey the rules.
Like, some people aren't about this, like, oh, I care about the whole world stuff, but they at least care about everything to a certain extent. Some people just don't care. Like, they don't, they only care about, like, self-gratification. They have, like, no sort of concept of, you know, delayed gratification, or, you know, at least, you know, doing what you have to do now so you can do what you want to do. They have none of that. It's like, I need to do what I need to do. I need to satisfy self now. I don't care about anybody else. And some people also have this delusion that, oh, what I'm doing isn't going to affect anyone as well. Yeah. Which is quite annoying. I'm surprised that people, the way this lockdown is going as well, because everybody keeps saying that this lockdown is different. I think because
people say that, but I don't get it.
You know why they say it's different? Because last lockdown, we thought it was only going to be the one. We thought, you know, when the first March lockdown, we thought it was going to be like 3 weeks, at least a month. We'll get over this. This is not going to amount to anything. By summer, we'll be living our best life. But this lockdown, we are now getting to a year since the first lockdown, and it's like we've seen the repercussions. Like we're all amazed. It's kind of just like, oh my days, like
same place.
And I always tell this story. I remember when I first heard about Corona, like first. So at the beginning of last, no, not even in December. In like January, just after my birthday. So around this time, I was scrolling through my Instagram, and this time last year, it was like there was the bushfires in Australia, and then people were making jokes about this World War III thing because of what like Trump wanted to do, and all that kind of stuff. So I remember I was scrolling through, and I was actually scared. I was just like, oh my gosh, what if this year something does happen like World War III or something, and like it just goes mad, and you know, blah blah blah. So I remember scrolling through, and then on one of the posts, it might have even been the Shade Bar actually.
Might have been.
They were just like a new strain virus, something has been discovered in Wuhan, China, blah blah blah, and you know it's deadly, blah. And I was just like, oh, this is not even gonna this is not even gonna amount to anything.
It's true, we said that.
Fast forward 2 weeks, I couldn't believe, out of all the stuff that I saw on Instagram, World War III, the bushfires taking over, all of that. This was the one that was going to come to pass. I couldn't believe it. So I think, this lockdown is different in the sense that people know that it's just, they can't believe that a year on, we're still in this same issue and we don't really know how to come out of it. Vaccine or no vaccine, stay in your house or don't stay in your house. There's no cure, there's no cure. Like, it's, I don't know. It's just very humbling and sobering.
I was watching, somebody was talking about it, about how many businesses haven't survived from
we won't even know the extent until we're out.
Yeah. But you know the funny thing is, all jokes aside,
that was a funny sentence. What? Do you know what the funny thing is? All jokes aside. It's like, hey, you know what the funny thing is? All jokes aside. That's mad funny.
Anyway, I walked past and I saw that WH Smith is still up.
No, you know.
And I want to know who's.
This is the thing. People think because we don't shop in, like, people, like I could say it because I don't shop in there anymore. But, like, I don't. You know what? Because Woolworths isn't there anymore, I guess there's a market.
There's a market for it.
But I don't even know what they sell anymore. Books.
Stationery.
They sell books, magazines, stationery.
Calendars.
It's part of stationery.
Calendars is part of stationery.
Yeah, it all comes under that umbrella. Like notebooks and files and folders and plastic wallets and calendars and diaries. All of that comes under like stationery and stuff.
I'll give you that one.
And I guess people need to be buying diaries so they can count down how many days they've been in lockdown.
Yeah, to be honest, it gets to a point you just lose track of the days. Just like when I was on furlough, I was losing track of the days. I was just like,
did you forget what month you were in at some point?
No, sometimes I didn't know if it was Thursday or Wednesday. It was all banged together.
Yeah, because you're waking up in the middle of one day, going to sleep in the middle of another day.
The worst thing about working from home on furlough, it's just that it's not even like the weekend you can go out anywhere. So the weekends I used to work as well.
Like you know what? Even working during like a lockdown is weird because there's nothing to even look forward to. You're looking forward to you come home after work every day, and the weekend you're looking forward to being at home where you come home to after work. It's very humbling. It's very sobering.
But I feel like this is the time where you have to just tune your mindset to think positively. Like you have to intentionally think positively.
You have to be intentional about a lot of things.
Because at this time like I always say, lockdown, second lockdown, I'm just seeing it as a blessing again.
This is like third or fourth lockdown.
Yeah, okay. Sixth lockdown, seeing it as a blessing again. At least you can have time a time that you'll never get back. Do you get me? Because you like the first lockdown when I came out of it, I was kind of like, I kind of said to myself, I came out like, I was just like, I've lost it. If I can put it in Dragon Ball Z terms, it's like coming out of the hyperbolic time chamber. You used to watch Dragon Ball Z with me, you know what that is.
But I didn't pay attention.
Hyperbolic time chamber. It's like you go into this place where you're in there for a year, but it's one day outside. So you can do everything. You're in there for, as you're in there, it's a year. And when you come out, it's just been one day. So imagine if you could go into a room.
So people are just going in there and aging.
Kind of, but it's almost like imagine. No. Listen, but this one you have to see the productiveness out of it. Imagine you had GCSEs and you're mad behind. Go into that room for a year and study.
You wouldn't.
You would. You've gone in there for that
study
reason.
for the whole year.
No, but you would
Can you
catch up.
set it to like it be like you can be in there for like a month?
Yeah, you can go in there as long as you want.
Nobody would go in anywhere and study for a year.
So
you end up going.
Goku and I used to go in there and train and all of that kind of stuff. And you get me to beat selling all of that. But I'm saying you could go in there and be so productive. Like I'll go in there and make a year's worth of content.
On what? If you're in there for a year, what can you? This is how are we having this conversation right now? This all the hypotheticals. Like
I'm just saying. Anyway, that was just the thing that you have to think positive.
what was okay?
I was just
because what was the point that you were making?
You have to think positive right now because that's what you got. Yeah, that's what they got.
He really needs Dragon Ball Z to make it.
Nah, man, because that point made sense. That point made sense.
But what do you think about the fact that they said that Boris Johnson, off topic, are we supposed to call him Prime Minister Boris Johnson, or do we just call him?
It's like Bambo said to us, we just be calling him by his name with
Yeah,
no respect.
but we didn't call Tony Blair or like Gordon Brown or
Uncle Blair, Mr. Blair.
Waffa Blair.
Mr. Blair.
What's
me some of the open it from him.
What's that?
The coke, the shit.
So yeah, what do you think about the fact that he's looking to what do they call it? Ease lockdown. Like you know what? Yeah, So yeah, basically what they're saying is that he's looking by next month to start easing some of the restrictions. But I feel like this is why a year on we're in this problem, because they plunge us into like the deepest depths of lockdown and then immediately start easing things again. And then like I was in a cab the other day, I was talking to a cab driver and he was just like, he finds it so baffling how we went into lockdown, we came out and then they did the eat out to help out and then turned around and blamed us and said because of the eat out to help out, that's how everything, but that's why everything kind of like went kind of south again and then we actually, but I find it's like we've just gotten into a lockdown. We came out of the new year straight into a lockdown and a month on you're like we're easing. There's no signs of anything slowing down. Anytime you listen to the news, even we get like daily like bulletins.
Oh, do you guys?
Yeah, to tell us what's going on in it. There's nothing that shows that anything is really getting that much better, which is, you know, it is what it is. And then immediately after being in the lockdown, you're like, oh, actually, yeah, let me start easing restrictions. Then you can't even restrict people now. And you're going to start easing things up. To be honest, I said it from the beginning. They should have put us into the strictest lockdown in March for like 2 months. And there's no proof, but at least, you know, because some other places have done proper things.
You know what, I always say, yeah, at the beginning, I didn't really blame the government because it was something new that everybody was dealing with now. But I'm saying now they're kind of making the same mistakes.
Yeah.
And I think it's because
let's go into a lockdown.
In general, this country is kind of a country that, even though I know that a lot of countries are democracies, isn't it? A lot of countries are democracy, but here it's just like they act like they don't, but they're easily influenced by the public in the sense of as soon as they kind of get a bit of like bad,
I think it's
they
also
kind of start,
the economy as well.
Yeah, they start. Obviously, I know they're dealing with that, but I feel like that's the reason they become so flimsy. It's like they always want to be on the good side of the people, and sometimes being on the good side doesn't actually mean that you're helping them.
It's a necessary evil.
That eat out to help out, that was kind of just to like be on everybody's good side. So when it's election year again, they can start saying
the public, we just forget things, and we were just like, oh,
and it's just
free
like
food,
it's kind of like a mother and a father dealing with their child. They're not always gonna like you, but you have to do what's best for them.
Yeah, because by now, if they had done what was necessary, and again, like everybody, you know, like people who watch football, everybody thinks they know until you're the one that has to be the coach. So yeah, everybody can give their 2 cents. We don't know what's really going on, but you know, if they had, I feel like they should have been stricter, because I always say this: essential worker seems to include every single body. Like I don't know what an essential worker is anymore because everybody seems to have a reason to go out. Yeah, but I feel like if they had done what was, M.I.L, what are you doing?
this old bars.
Yeah, but then it went in the middle of it.
Sorry.
That was the most unnecessary thing you could ever do, ever. Ever. What?
Sorry about that. Don't walk out.
Because you know I'm ready to. My leg is poised. I'm ready to just walk out of here.
Your leg is like this. No, that was
It's even itching.
Yeah, no, what you're saying is right, though.
What was I saying?
Jesus.
What was I saying?
Carry on, though.
From what?
Stop it!
No!
Just carry on. You make me uncomfortable. Stop, just flow, man.
Flow. Flow. I was flow. You like the disrespect.
You're offended, bro.
Hella disrespected and defended.
You get
Calm down.
tremended.
We're not gonna walk out yet. All I was saying is that
That was mad rude, dog.
if
I
yeah,
just thought about it, like, can you imagine me talking and you just stop playing it off?
you know that's what I'm gonna do. You know.
No, don't be like that,
It's
Jenny.
exactly how I'm going to be. There's nowhere else to be. Anyway, all I was saying is that if they had done what was necessary before and we were out of it now, by now, you know, the great British people, they would have, we've forgiven him. And, you know, it was difficult in the beginning, but now I'm so glad. Because that's how human nature, that's how people are. They'll be angry at the time, but once everything is sort of sorted, then everybody will be like, they'll even just forget, like babies. They just forget about it.
Yeah, that's how we are, but...
What we keep going, this back and forth thing is just people's mental, like you can see everybody on thingy on like Instagram and like Twitter and all these places keep posting stuff and they're just like, it's now like even, you know, at the beginning of lockdown, yeah, they used to post these memes about how like celebrities would be like, lockdown is so hard as they sit in their pool and drink and like and even the people who flew out last year, but now that everybody's back, even those people who we could say had it good, it's annoying.
Yeah, that's why I said you can't even blame people for flying out because it's kind of it's just like a lot of us, we didn't have work and all of that kind of stuff, would fly as well.
And there was things to distract us. It was like end of the year, Christmas, even though there was no events, but still like people were easily distracted. But at the beginning of the year, if you don't, January for some reason seems to apparently take very, very long. January is my...
No, this January has gone fast.
Thank you. People were putting up these silly things. January's dragon. I was like, don't just recycle your jokes. It's not
this January didn't drag it.
Please, don't recycle your jokes.
January's done.
It's finished. Monday is first.
Everyone's getting the payday is done.
Honestly.
No. One thing that I remember, one of the topics that I wanted to bring up in it, have you watched this game show with Chunks and Philly, If the Shoe Fits? The one where Harry Pinero's on it and Conan's on it. Yeah.
I like that show.
It's a banging show, to be honest. It's one of those ones. It's like, like how the internet and YouTube has practically become like the new TV.
Yeah.
To get me, so it's like that's something that I would enjoy every. You know how we used to watch X Factor every Saturday. Like I would enjoy a show. Like look forward to watching
they even
that.
Lengthened it a little bit.
Yeah, to watch it every week and stuff. Because I remember it used to come out. It comes out. I'm not sure if they're doing another one, but it comes out every Sunday, innit? It came out every Sunday, and you could see like on the timeline on Instagram on all those pages, like everybody was watching at the same time and stuff. But what people didn't clock, and I saw somebody put it up. It's on the Foot Asylum page. And Foot Asylum's a shop. It's a shoot. It's like JD.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
And somebody was just like, I know Foot Asylum more for their content than their shop now.
I'm trying to figure out if I bought.
You must probably have because they do some.
Is there a Foot Asylum?
That's for a net.
Honestly.
That's for a net. It's all over the place. It's all over the place, Johnny. I'm not sure. I know what you're talking about. I'm not sure if that's Foot Asylum or Brixton. The new one that's opening in the market.
Yeah.
Next to the Greg's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's Foot Asylum or.
Is there another? Maybe it's Foot
Asylum. It's either Foot Asylum or Office.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
I don't think it's Office now that I think about it. It might be
Foot Asylum. But I was just saying, it's just like they have really kind of
tapped in.
Yeah. Do you get me? Like it makes no sense.
What's going on today, mate?
It's just today the editing's gonna be crazy, bro. Like.
And then, yeah. Yeah, they've tapped into that market.
Yeah, and they're just
really
smart.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, for example, it's a platform to advertise products. Number one.
Do they wear their merchandise on the show?
I think it's definitely because obviously for Asylum, because it's like JD, they do Nike, Adidas, all of that kind of stuff. And when you watch them, they're always in tracksuits, they're always in that kind of stuff, and they even have like another show on it as well with Chunks, Philly, and Nella Rose.
Yeah, I've not watched that one yet.
Yeah, I watched it
some-
yesterday. It was funny. Yeah, it's good as well. Like they gel so well together. But it's just like their content now is just booming. Do you get me? And that's something that I say in these times. I always say if your business is going to survive, if whatever you're doing is going to survive, you're gonna have to think out of the box, like 100%. Like I said it in one podcast. I said like if the box is here, you're gonna have to leave the box, take a car, go down the road, bus a left, bus a right. You get me?
Run completely away.
Run,
from the box.
sprint, and then think there. Like if you're in touching distance of the box, like we don't even
That's
want
not
that
far
anymore.
out enough, yeah.
Because there's no such thing as a dumb idea anymore. Do you get me?
No,
you know how
not
they said that
really.
everything in the world's been done. You better start digging, trying to find what ain't been done. Like
Just remix something else that's been done.
yeah,
Change
because
it up, flip it.
no, but even at this stage, yeah, like you said it a minute ago. We have to be very intentional.
Yes.
Do you get me? Now, even the people that you speak to your ideas about, you have to be intentional. Because some people are so closed-minded that they can't even fathom other things even being possible. Like, we were speaking about it on the last episode, yeah? About a situation that happened on it. But Clubhouse in general, who would have even thought of it's just an audio discussion app. Do you get me? But this is even if they got that idea 10 years ago, right now is like the perfect time to even test it, implement it, you get me, expand it, so many different things because
100.
everybody's at home. But maybe 2 years ago, that would have been a dumb idea. Do you get me? Have you ever told your idea to somebody before and they just put it down like that's dumb, like that's stupid? That's a stupid idea. Has anybody ever told you that before?
Yeah, but it's
someone's
such a
told
weird
me that
thing
before.
for
It
someone
hurts.
to do, you know, for you to hear ideas and like it's like what gives you the right to tell me that my idea is stupid? Like you can share your opinion on it. Like if you think maybe this is a bit dangerous or maybe this is but for you to just sit there like you're not
Dumb,
like
yeah.
and then you get up and then you go
Yeah,
like
no,
you're not
nothing-
investing
nothing
in
to
it.
you, it's just
I didn't
like-
ask you to help me to do it. It's
Like,
not going to
is
cost
that
you
the idea
anything.
you thought of?
I'm not using your house to do it, but you're standing there
Like some
telling me
people
that it's
tell you
dumb.
it's dumb, like they're angry at you.
You know why? Yeah, and you know why it's so silly? It's because you've not given me anything of substance. You've not
Yes.
given me any like criticism. No way to change it. Maybe that idea is not too good, but maybe if you tried it like
Yeah,
this,
why
you
not
just
think
said it's
about
dumb
that?
and then you've walked off. How useless! Come on, if you don't have anything better to say, just
Yeah, you need to be
honestly,
you need to be
you've not helped
intentional
at all,
about it,
and you've also wasted your time saying all that because why? But yeah, people do that, and it's quite not nice.
because imagine there's obviously because I'm on TikTok, yeah, there's some guy, I'm not sure if you've ever seen the video, who does who worked in a paint shop, and he said in the paint shop he started like mixing the paints together.
Is it the go on actually
and then doing videos of it and
of mixing the paint?
paints, yeah.
And then they come out in one.
Yeah.
I've
And then he said that something about he made a proposal. He did a business plan proposal to the company that he worked for. Because I think it was like a chain of different paint shops and stuff. And then they shut down the idea. I don't even think they gave him a time to speak.
Did he say what the idea was?
He wanted them to promote their stuff on TikTok and show different ways to mix paints and different designs you can do with the paints and all of that kind of stuff. And then they didn't take that idea. Then I think because he kept doing that, I think they fired him. And then he ended up getting just kept doing it on TikTok, something like that, and getting taken by like a bigger paint company, something like that. Do you get me? But it's just like
minded.
literally, you can't be closed-minded right now. Like even if you're a chicken shop,
I heard about one like that, a sweet shop as well, where they you know those sweet places where you go and then they'll be pulling the like they show you how they make the candy, they make like taffy and all this, and they'll be pulling it and stuff, and their market before
shout out my friend
COVID.
Taffy.
before COVID, it's a kind of place where not only do people buy like specialized sweets, you can order like, you know, personalized stuff and all that kind of stuff. People would come just to watch them do it, but obviously because of COVID, that couldn't happen anymore. So his daughter put him on TikTok. Like the dad owns the shop, and then obviously his children and his wife also work there doing bits and pieces. And his daughter put him on TikTok. I know they got like 20 million followers or whatever, and like, and they can people now. Because they're on TikTok, people from other countries have seen, because I think it's based in Australia. So before it's like if you visit Australia or if you live there. But now so many people, now their orders have gone back up again because people in China have seen it and thought, okay, let me order it. They can send it to you, obviously. So I think, yeah, you do have to be, and you know, because he could have turned around to his daughter like, come on, you know, what's this rubbish, man? Just get out of my face. I'm trying to think the bills that are coming in. But
for free just
big time. Like, instead of thinking about proper,
you're thinking about TikTok.
instead of thinking about proper things. Anyway, so instead of, you know, turning around and doing that, he, you know, kind of had to not admit. Sometimes it's not that your daughter knows more than you or something like that. But we're living in different times. Like,
yeah, it's an idea, and you have to be so open-minded right now. I'm not saying that listen, you might have the best idea, it might not even work. You get me? But at this point, trying doesn't even kill you.
No.
Do you get me? It's like trying doesn't kill. Just do it. You get what I'm trying to say? That's like big up Nike. You get me? Because they just did it.
What on earth just happened
Do
there?
you remember how silly like we must have looked here wearing Just Do It bags?
I never wore a Just Do It bag.
Oh, did you?
No.
I think I had my Mackenzie.
I had this thing, yeah, that everybody was wearing one, so I really didn't want to wear one.
Are you one of those kids?
No, not like
I did like those kids.
Listen. Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
Don't get stressed. It's not that. It's because I think some of the people who used to wear it as well, I didn't really gel with them that much. But this is going wrong. Let me try again. Like I think what it was is one. The style of bag that I liked wasn't a Just Do It bag. I liked my little side.
Like the green one you used to have.
What green
the
one?
The green like checkered one. Do you remember you had that green side checkered one?
Was it green?
Yeah.
I liked my little side satchels, and the amount of stuff I used to carry to school. Yeah, it wouldn't fit in this.
That was the dumb thing. Like the teachers used to get so mad, just like your books cannot fit.
Yeah, but Linnea, the bag was like this small. Like the bag was like
that small. Yeah, the bag was like
it wouldn't
this
fit
small.
in. Yeah, and then people would put their books in it, and then it would make it square. Like it was just like, and for me it was like it didn't really make sense. I know it was fashionable and stuff, but it just doesn't make sense.
Are you sure there's not a
kit don't
picture
fit in
out
there.
there of you in a Just Do It bag?
No, there's not. You'd have to carry that bag. Then some people would carry their books
JD
in their
bag.
in a JD bag. So it's like, what's the point of what you're doing? Like what was the shoes that everybody like wearing back
Kickers.
Kickers. Did I ever get a pair? I think I got a red pair because my uniform was red, so I got one with red laces and the red.
I'll switch you after about what happened to my one. What do you remember?
Oh, okay, cool. Then I didn't care.
You wrote it after.
What do you want? Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. I think it's starting to come back to me. Then I don't care.
The first day I got them, you know, like you don't want your kickers creased or anything. You said, let me try them on. Anyway.
No.
Okay. So the next episode I wore them the first day. Nobody saw I had new ones.
Oh my god. Why are you so upset?
Laugh. And I had to lie to Daddy to get them because they were like £60. I had to tell Daddy that the school said these are the only ones we can wear. He was just like, how can the school say that? So if you don't have money, this. I was like, yeah. I might as well have got wallabies.
It's the funniest thing about that. Oh my god. Thanks. Oh my days. So what, when you went to school? Because you seem to still be upset about it. Oh my god. You have to cut that all out, fam.
No.
Honestly, get over it.
To be honest, I'm just gonna do the advert because I don't even know who we're talking about this episode. To be honest, make sure you big up Fab Shack. Make sure you DM them. Go and order from them. All the information is gonna be on the screen. January's still laughing. Make sure you order from Fab Shack. Might as well just close this episode.
God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, might as well
I
close
can't
this.
believe you're. Oh gosh.
This episode has been messy. You know, I'm just gonna call
Oh,
it
you know
messy.
what a mess. Honestly, like
This might be the one that get the most views.
Lydia, what I don't even know what again. What did we even start talking about from the beginning? How can you still be upset about that?
No, I'm not. It's not something. No, but you know those ones because I never got the first day of
So
it.
when you went to school, nobody looked at
Like
them.
nobody saw it because they were just creased. They were just creased, and nobody saw I was wearing new
Wait, how did
knickers.
they get quizzed? Because what? I put my foot in them and then
You wore them wrong, like you know, you just went like that, like you didn't go, you know, you didn't put your foot in it like that. You know how because they were high top kickers, so you just went like that, and it's like you did it to both. Like I still remember you, putting them on, and I'm just looking at you, just like. So it's like, and then you know those ones like go like that. So it's like this is what you did. You wore them on a bend, so it's like the top crease. So I was just like,
you know, because I can see it in my head. And once that crease gets in there, you can't get it out.
Yeah, so it's like I'm walking in, and then you know, like there's no point. Like I'm just walking in
Man
with
said,
crease
"You like it,
kickers.
Daddy?"
Yeah, I like it. Daddy. I told Daddy that we have to wear those for our school.
Nah, this is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. I'm thinking of what I'm gonna name it. You creased my kickers. Anyway.
Instead I wore it wrong.
You know what it is. This episode's been a mess. Lucrative, helping startups stay up. M.I.L making sure you're paid up. Describe the podcast is cool and corporate. It's
Cool. So today you want me to say
I thought you were gonna do it anyway.
No, I was going to purposely just close my mouth. Because you complain when I
What
say
kind
it.
of super do you have?
Honestly, just cut the thing, fam. I don't know what's going on again, you know? Honestly.
You better now because I didn't record.
Huh?